Just finished up the Gabriel Lee Memorial 5K up at Shawnee State Park. If you've never been to Shawnee, you need to get there. It's a really clean state park. It's really nice. It's a pretty simple 5K course. I forget how much feet of gain it is, but I think it was like 120 feet of gain. Pretty much evened out. It's just around the Lake Shore Trail, which is actually 3.4 miles. So you park at Pavilion 7 in the park, which actually went to the wrong parking lot. When I got there this morning, I had to go back to the main office and get a park map to find it. I thought it was a different area of the park, so that's my bad. So I was running a little late this morning, but you park at Pavilion 7, registration, whatever, then we walk down to the actual Lakeshore Trail and turn to the left like 0.3 of a mile, because again, it's a 3.4 mile loop, so we have to walk some to get to the actual start line. It's not bad. It only takes you like a minute or two. But yeah, you basically run the whole Lakeshore Trail. Nothing really too major or difficult to follow until you come back in like the main parking lot. You go across, there's like a little Y by a bathroom in the beach area. If you don't go the right way, you can get lost, but if you have your head on you, you really should be good. There's a lot of rolling hills. The declines, you could really flow through them, and it'll carry you like to the next flat section, even up a little bit of the next little hill. It's pretty compact. I almost want to call it a rail trail, but it might be a little bit rougher because it's got some gravel, not just like crushed limestone. And there's maybe like one little patch that has like bigger rocks where the rain or whatever washed the gravel or the limestone that they did put on top away. But start the race, there's a little bit of an incline to start, then you drop back down with a nice, I guess it would be a C curve, and then there's a sharp right that you run actually across the breast of the dam, which is the Lakeshore Trail. It just runs directly across the breast of the dam. That might be the trickiest part of the race in my eyes, because if you don't know, if there's nobody there and you're by yourself, you might keep going straight instead of making that sharp right on the Lakeshore Trail. But other than that, it's really hard to get lost, in my opinion. But you do have some S's, not sharp ones, but nice little S curves, and again, a lot of rolling hills. And then you run across two bridges, probably about mile 1.7 and then like 1.9. So I think after the second bridge was about mile 2. So there's nice two little bridges, but they're actually like asphalted bridges where cars go across. It's just not for pedestrian traffic, but they do have like a lane / sidewalk on the bridges, so you don't have to worry about getting hit by a car. There was a water stop at 1.55, 1.6 range. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, then as you run through the like the picnic area number 1 parking lot to hit the Lakeshore Trail again, and just keep following that last mile, well, 1.1 whatever, to get to the finish line, start line area. You can actually see the finish line probably about 1/10 before the finish line to your left. Now, to note, you're going the right way the whole time. The lake's always going to be on your right hand side. So if somehow the lake's on your left hand side, or if you don't see the lake anymore, you went the wrong way. So remember, if the lake's on your right, you're going the right way. And that's what they told me before the race, and it sort of stuck with me to make, as a mental note. It did help. I know as we started, there was a couple of us that took off. Some kid Well, there was one little kid that I knew was just going to drop off. Younger kid that just ran full blast out the start. And then there's an older guy, well, older, whatever, 20, 30-year-old that ran with me for a little bit. He even passed me for maybe like 20 seconds. So I caught right back up to him at the breast of the dam. Because the breast of the dam, there's like a little bit of a hump up. He passed me like right before that on that little like downhill. And then I passed him back on the breast of the dam, and then I just took off after that. I think my first mile was 5:29, then like 5:56, and then like a 6:11 or something. My overall time was like 18:26, I believe. Yeah. But it wasn't really like a hard race. It's for a good cause. Again, people should come and do this race just because it's, I mean, not only for a good cause, but just visit the park itself. There's a lot of things to do in the park. You can go swimming, kayaking, fishing. There was probably a couple hundred people at least today out fishing and kayaking. There's a couple nice trails, like actually like wooded trails that I've ran on before that are real nice. Other than that, it was pretty well organized. They had some hot dogs afterwards, chips, Subway cookies. I saw some chocolate milk and water. You know, this is what I got for being first overall. They had a little kids race, little tot trot that I videoed. I'll put on Instagram later as a reel. I don't know, there's really not much to say. Everything just went pretty quick today. I even videoed the race course. After I finished running, I took my bike out real quick so I could get it done. There's a pretty friendly crowd. Everybody was talking to each other, having a good time. So, I guess other than that, if you get a chance, come do it. I had fun today. I still feel good. I felt good all race. It was a little bit humid. Probably after like a mile and a half. When we hit that like the asphalted section, like before, like on the bridges, before the bridges area, that's when the humidity really hit me. Probably because the asphalt made me a little bit harder. Because I did pull back a little bit because I had a nice lead. Once I did start running through that main parking lot, like by Pavilion 1, Picnic Area 1, whatever they call it here, I did pull back a little bit instead of, you know, push it as hard as I could. But again, like when I showed up this morning, I was at the wrong pavilion. I had to go get a map at the park office, which is my dumbass mistake for not really paying attention before I got here. So I'm gonna go bike some more and maybe run a couple more miles today. See some cool things. So get outside. It's a nice day.